going on, guys? Today is day 540 of my self-improvement journey. It's currently 11:07 at night. I decided, not just with the snap of my fingers, but I decided over, the past week and a half, honestly, probably within the past 3 weeks, since I've started playing Geometry Dash again, that it just does not fulfill me. Okay? I tried to do it. I edited a video. It was how fast can I get 100 stars? But it's just not fulfilling. And it just feels like a waste of time. And most of the time when I was doing this lifestyle change or whatever you want to call it, I was just watching YouTube and scrolling around and playing other video games like Minecraft and Mario for no reason, just because I was bored. And literally yesterday, okay, and this is annoying me. Yesterday I was playing Super Mario Galaxy on the Nintendo Switch. My TV is right here in front of me. Use my TV. Then I had my headphones on, not for the TV, but for my iPad that was playing Dream SMP, one of the streams, number 3. I was watching that, and then I had my headphones on for that volume, and then I had a bag of popcorn and 2 chocolate milks. It's complete overstimulation. When literally my stepmom bought this book for me. Okay, this is the sequel to If He Had Been With Me, and I like it a lot so far, and I am gonna read it. Okay, I'm gonna read a lot of it tomorrow. And basically what I'm saying is I don't, when I'm doing this Geometry Dash stuff, I just don't feel like I'm living to my fullest extent. I don't feel fulfilled, okay? It's not about other people's opinions anymore. When I first was doing this back and forth stuff, it was, about other people's opinions, because I wasn't, confident within myself that I can make a choice. But it's not about that. It's not about, the pressure from other people. It's just the internal pressure, or the internal problem. I don't know if it's really a problem or, whatever. It just doesn't fulfill me. It just doesn't. I don't want to be a part of this overstimulation, brain rot, stuff. I just don't. I don't want to be a part of that. I want to, be, off the grid, kind of, in a way. But I still want to, help other people. And when I was writing, it's 11:11, make your wish. When I was writing books, I just felt like I had it, within the first 100 days of my self-improvement journey. I really felt, something was there, and I want to do that, but better. Okay? I want to do that, but better, So yeah, it's just I don't know, the whole overstimulation brain rot stuff. It's just not it's not really good for us, We should try and get away from that, it's all, fun and games until it's like, it's, in the long run, I don't think it's gonna be good for, people, like, to be an iPad kid, I'm literally recording on an iPad right now. I am a freaking iPad kid, okay? I've literally grown up with an iPad of some sort since I was like probably 7, or at least some technology, a video game like Donkey Kong when I was 7, playing Minecraft when I was like whatever, probably 5. And yeah, like back then, even like in 2013, video games and just a lot of stuff were a lot less stimulating, because like, heck, I can barely even like focus when I'm just playing Geometry Dash. Like that's literally all I'm doing. Okay, like when I just try and sit down and play Geometry Dash, I just feel like it's not enough stimulation. Like, and then I need, food, that I need some sort of, like I need to watch Dream SMP as well, or for like have Cookie Clicker. Like that's what I was doing. Like when I had my laptop, I don't have my school laptop anymore because school is out. And it's like, yeah, this is not self-improvement. It's not even self-improvement. I don't think for anyone really. Like, yeah, obviously self-improvement is the self-improvement. It's not about other people. It's about the self, yourself. But it's like that's not self-improvement, because you're not like it's just mindless entertainment. And how is it even entertainment? Like this right here, books, it's entertainment, but it's mindful, alright? And yeah, I feel like writing is where it's where I was found, it was kind of like, it's also where I found God. I guess I've kind of, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I probably have, but when I wasn't recording for like a couple months, God spoke to me, and I still haven't been doing what he has told me to do, even though he did it in February 11th, 2024, it was the day of the Super Bowl as well, which is kind of funny because in 2022 Super Bowl, in Geometry Dash, I beat Pixel Thingy, my first Insane Demon. In 2023 Super Bowl, I typed 10,000 words for the first time ever. But yeah, anyways, this year, February 11th, I turned to God, and he told me to finish writing my 3rd book, and I still haven't finished, and I've honestly been slacking for like basically 3 weeks. And honestly, all of May, I literally slacked. Same with reading. I've been reading The Way of Kings, since like November. And yeah, it's a big book and whatnot, but like November, bro. I said I wanted to finish this when I first started, I probably said I wanted to finish it before the end of the 2023. Obviously, that did not happen. I don't know if I did. Then I probably ended up saying something like, oh yeah, no, I know I said I want to finish it like April and then read the second book of this series all in May. It's not gonna happen. Now that I'm gonna be getting a job, it's just, I don't know, I'm gonna have a lot less time in my day, because I'll be working like 4 to midnight, and it's like, we only got so much time here, and so, I gotta make the most of it. I can't just sit around. Like, I feel like I'm just wasting my time on this planet. I don't even want to be here. And the thing is, even if I cut it out all the distractions and still try to play Geometry Dash, I just become like really sad. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like sad and like genuinely depressed. Like, why am I doing this? Because it's like, it's something I don't want to do anymore. Okay? When I was 12, even when I was 14, like a month before I turned 15, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to, do that, but I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do it as like that short-term pleasure, instant gratification, but I don't want to do it because it just doesn't fulfill me. Delayed gratification doesn't fulfill me, but, reading and writing, it's obviously a lot less instantly gratifying, but it brings me a lot more fulfillment. If I had to be honest, the happiest I've ever been in my life was when I was playing Geometry Dash. July 4th, 2022, when I got to 35,000 stars. But I wasn't fulfilled. The most I've ever been fulfilled was either finishing my first book, my second book, or running a marathon. That is like the most I've ever been fulfilled. It's one of those 3 events. And if I had to guess, I don't even know which one of those 3 would be the most fulfilling, but probably one of the book ones, probably not the marathon. Well, at the time, that's almost a year ago, 5 days, June 6th is when I did it. It's kind of crazy, not gonna lie, but yeah. And so, yeah, I just want to get away from like that brain rot. Like, I feel like when I am playing Geometry, I'm like trying to become like a producer of brain rot, you know what I mean? But like, when I make these videos, even, if they suck, at least they're authentic and like, I guess, yeah, they do suck a lot because they're unedited. I'm quiet. I don't have like a microphone. I'm just, my room isn't very appealing or aesthetic or anything, and I look pretty ugly. It's whatever, but yeah, I'm probably gonna wake up tomorrow morning wanting to play Geometry Dash, just because my brain has been like so contaminated. But tomorrow I want to read more of this, and I want to start writing my book again, because I want to try and finish it before the end of the summer, so that on the first day of school, first day of 11th grade, I can start my 4th book. It won't be my final book. I was about to say 4th and final book. Technically, it's my final book of like this like small section of my series. So the entire series is called the 10 Planet series. I don't know if that's actually what the name will be by the end. Essentially, there's 10 planets. Yeah. But there's gonna be like mini series all accumulating to one big series. It's not. I mean, technically, maybe you could, instead of reading the first series, you could just start at the second series and then read the first series. But it probably would just not work that well. So, yeah. But maybe I can talk about that in another video. And here's another thing, like music. I don't know, like. That's one thing. It's like, oh, should I listen to music or should I not? Because like I know when I'm writing and I'm listening to music, I become a lot more distracted. It just becomes a lot, not, it just becomes a lot harder to write, quicker and more efficiently. But it's a lot more fun writing while listening to music, other than the fact that I'm like working so slow, But when I am writing without music, it's definitely a lot more boring. Unless if I'm like completely locked in. But I go way quicker and I'm way more efficient with, my word choices and, phrasing my sentences and stuff like that. And I'm just more mindful, but I probably haven't meditated in like almost a month, if I'm being honest. Maybe like one time in May. Same with journaling. I've hardly journaled anything. And, well, yeah, obviously you don't need to do both of those to be like, successful or whatever in life, but I value both of those things, and I feel like lazy not doing them. And not in the way where it's like a toxic way. It just, I just feel like I could be doing more and I should be doing more. That I'm just wasting my potential away, just scrolling on YouTube, playing Geometry Dash and other video games. And yeah, Geometry Dash doesn't fulfill me. I know I lied. I said I would, post these videos on the other channel, but it just didn't feel right to even like do that. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't need to make sense for you, the viewer, but it makes complete sense in my mind. It just, Geometry just doesn't fulfill me. It just doesn't. And it makes me happy, occasionally. If I'm too focused in on it, then I just become like depressed. But like, even like 10,000 stars when I got there just a couple days ago, it didn't even feel like much. I was like, whatever, I look back at like the times in like 2022 when I was at my Geometry Dash peak or whatever, and I think like I probably wasn't even fulfilled then either. Like, if I can kind of remember, I feel like at like those times, if I was feeling like the same way I am now, and I was doing basically the same exact thing as I've been doing these past 3 weeks, this complete overstimulation, I could only imagine like what my life would be like if I never even quit Geometry Dash in the first place. Like, basically how I've been living the past 3 weeks, probably how I would have lived for the past 2 years or 1.5. And yeah, it's kind of scary. And it's like, if you want to, no, this is not like advice, okay? If you want to do this, you want to play video games, or you want to do, become a YouTuber or whatever, for like video games, like obviously, to become a YouTuber, you don't need to be like young or, up with the trends, but you can totally do that, you know. I'm not saying you can't do it. You know, I'm open for people, you know, following their dreams, but like wasting time, I'm not really, you know. But if you want to do that and just, I guess, mess around with this brain rot stuff, I mean, it's not my place to tell you you can't. As long as you're just not wasting time, I guess. That's probably the most important thing, because, you know, God, he gives us only a certain amount of time on this planet, and we don't really know when, you know, our time will end. So we gotta make the most of what we got. And I haven't even been reading the Bible, honestly. I've been praying daily, but I haven't been reading the Bible, so I'll do that tomorrow. Read 2 chapters, and then I'll just read this most of the day, and then write some of my book. I don't know how much I'll write. I'm not really gonna set a word count goal. I'm just gonna write maybe 1,000, 2,000 words. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just write a chapter, and maybe that might end up being like 6,000 words. Who knows? But yeah, I'm not gonna read this book. I feel like this book just kind of like depletes my energy because it's like so freaking long. I don't understand why I read such long books. They're not even that fun to read. I swear by 3/4, it's like I just want to be done with this book. And then I know that there's 3 more books in this series that are literally just as long. Actually, no, longer. It's crazy, but this is like almost 22 minutes long. I hope I made myself clear. If you guys have any questions, if you even made it to this point, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I am willing to answer, but it's not about other people, you know. It's not just like I have forgotten about, you know, the other people's opinions, okay? You know, whether or not it's, you know, Hamza's opinion or you know, someone who's playing Geometry Dash's opinion, you know. It's not about your guys' opinions, and I'm not trying to say that in like a mean way or whatever. Your opinion does matter, but for me in this context, I can't be, you know, straight away. Like it's me, my life, and my choice, you know. So yeah, and I'm sorry if I disappointed anyone for quitting again, but it just doesn't fulfill me. And honestly, it kind of makes me feel gross, you know, indulging in this brain rot stuff and producing it basically, or at least trying to a little bit, you know, and being a part of it. Even to an extent, you know, Mr. Beast today, he just passed T-Series. Even to an extent, that feels pretty gross still. Just, I don't know, like I feel like, you know, greasy for just kind of like, I don't know, watching stuff like that, you know. But yeah, anyways, that is it for today. I'm gonna sleep in tonight because, yeah, I'm gonna try and fix my sleep schedule, I guess. I don't know exactly, you know, how that'll work because of, you know, work, like my job that I'll be getting here. Starting maybe like June 10th-ish or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna post these videos on this channel, and I'm not gonna play Geometry Dash anymore unless if God tells me to. And he hasn't told me. He has told me to finish my 3rd book, so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna try and not write with music, and just, yeah, so get away from the overstimulation, basically, is what I'm gonna try and do. And I almost feel guilty for even making these videos, because if I weren't making these videos, it would be so much, not necessarily easier, but it would just be a lot more simple, because like I could just delete YouTube. But like when I post these videos, then I have like kind of an excuse to have YouTube, you know. But what can you do? So yeah, anyways, That's it for day 540. I hope you guys understand this choice that I've been thinking about technically for like the past year almost, or 11 months basically. So yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and go follow your dreams. Bye.